I just posted a song on the Patreon, and I'm going to drop a link in the description down below so that you can check that out. But I just finished a song that I kind of had started writing little pieces of back when we lived in Oregon. I wrote a big post about it. I think I'll just read it. I'm just going to read this video, or I'm going to read what I posted on the Patreon, just like the write-up section, but I want to encourage you to click the link in the description and actually listen to this song. I would love to hear your heart on it. I'm just going to read this. In 2017, I had just finished recording my first 2 studio albums, and I was planning on touring and playing those songs in front of people. And I had started setting up meetings where my band and I could lead worship and play the songs live. As I was putting the finishing touches on the final mix to some of the songs on the album, I remember being in the control room of the studio and getting a call from Florida. It was from a hospital in Orlando, letting me know that my dad was dying and that he didn't have very long to live, and that I needed to get there as soon as possible if I wanted to see him before he died and to help get his affairs in order. That singular event would be the beginning of a derailment, and I have led worship very few times after he died. The process of grief hit me harder than I thought it would, and it put me in a place where I thought it would be better if I was not in ministry. I didn't want to be in front of people with my heart in the place that it was, where in my woundedness I could potentially cause damage to people. This season ended up being full of unprecedented grace and provision, coupled with a lot of disappointment that ultimately culminated in the pandemic of 2020, like way too much icing on not enough cake. After my dad died, my friends and I all moved to a mountain town in Oregon with plans to start a destination recording studio where we could release the sound of worship in the inspiring community where we lived, and to travel and lead worship meetings all around the state and the region. A lot of miracles took place to build the studio, but the understatement of the century is that it definitely did not go according to our plans, and we had a front row seat to the death of a dream that we all had. God was still faithful to do everything that he said he would do in that place, and he is still doing it, but it looked nothing like what we thought it would. And that season ended with my family leaving the state of Oregon, a choice that, like a choice to stop leading worship, I've regretted ever since. 5 years later, and my family has lived in Florida for 4 years now, and since we left Oregon, it has been a further cascade of disappointments, letdowns, and the further breaking of many dreams. But in this season, I hear God telling me that it's not over. Just like Lazarus was in the grave and it all seemed dead and lost. Everybody was grieving, and yet in that context, Jesus called Lazarus forth by his name, and against all odds, he came forth. The mourners had come, the grave was sealed. He was so dead that they thought that he would stink of decay. And in that state of seeming finality, Jesus called for his friend to come out of the grave. I'm sorry. It just moves me still. This is why I'm reading what I wrote. It's really emotional. I'm in a season where God is doing that for me right now. And all of these things in my life that I thought were dead and gone. This song is kind of like a musical journal entry for the awakening. I feel like it's starting to take place again in my own soul. It's rough, it's imperfect, but it's real, and I think it's good. Take a listen and let me know what you think. I pray that in listening to it, you hear Jesus calling your name in the face of 1,000 disappointments and broken dreams. I pray that you have hope and faith enough to get up one more time, to strike out one more time, to show up one more time, to believe God one more time. I pray that you hear him call your name. The link is in the description. Listen to it. This is just a song about, this is a video about the song. I don't know how to release this stuff because if I post a direct link on Facebook, they suppress it. I'm probably going to do a video on YouTube where I actually play the song on a video. I'm not really in a position to do that at the moment, but it's coming. But for now, click the link in the description and let me know what you think. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.